My name is Adam Gandolfo. I'm the CEO of LandChecker. My colleague Georgie, who will take over from me shortly to showcase LandChecker to you, and myself are thrilled to have the opportunity to present LandChecker to the Planning Institute of Australia today, and hope that you find this session helpful and informative. Before I pass across to Georgie, I'm going to briefly introduce LandChecker and tell you a little bit about our story as a business. LandChecker is a technology business focused on providing accurate property data in a single place for timely decision making and data-driven insight. The business was founded in 2016 by two Melbourne-based architects, Will Leaf and Toby Hewitt of Hewitt Leaf, together with a local property developer, Ed Farquharson of Moda. The problem they were trying to solve in the early days was a simple one we're sure many of you have experienced before in your day-to-day jobs. When Will, Ed and Toby sought advice from town planners on client projects or properties, too often they were visiting too many different clunky portals or sites to access the information they needed. This became a source of frustration for them and their colleagues who needed to access accurate information quickly to win a client or just as part of their day-to-day work activities. Not long after, LandChecker as an idea and soon thereafter a MVP product was born. Pleasingly, many of the early adopters of LandChecker were prominent town planners and urban designers, hopefully some of you are listening today, equally recognising the problem that they had faced and in turn turning to a solution like LandChecker as a better alternative. Fast forward several years to today, LandChecker is truly a fast-growing, leading Australian technology business seeking to best service Australians' property professionals. Today we're backed by major businesses including PEXA and RACV and count thousands of town planners and urban designers among our LandChecker customers and members, a trend we hope to grow, hopefully with many of you here today. And in a small way, we see LandChecker, or we see ourselves, as an extension of your industry group as you seek to fulfil your mission. We firmly believe better, accurate, democratised information on property aids better property design and decision making and ultimately better planning outcomes. We recognise property is unique in this country, as are many of the people who work in the industry, and they need to be empowered with the best information to deliver the best possible outcomes, whether it be more equitable housing outcomes, greater local amenity, or preservation of the environment and surrounds. We truly believe planners can shape greatly both the built and natural environments we all wish to enjoy, ensuring they have the tools to do so is absolutely important. Anyway, that's enough from me today. On behalf of the LandChecker team, thank you again for the opportunity to speak with the PIA today. We hope you find this presentation from Georgie shortly interesting and helpful, and hope to wish many of you on board LandChecker in the future. I'll now pass across to Georgie for a virtual demonstration. Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time to tune in today to learn about LandChecker. My name is Georgie and I'm the Operations Manager here at LandChecker. I'm going to take you through a 10-minute demonstration of the application, showcasing the professional functionality and how it might help you with your work as a planner. A quick note on coverage: LandChecker is currently available in Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia and Tasmania. Western Australia is coming soon. Before we do jump in, I would just like to flag the offer that's available for all PIA members. As a member, you are eligible for a free 10-day trial to LandChecker Professional, and you'll also receive a 10% discount on all professional plans. To find our application, head to app.landchecker.com.au. I'll firstly give you a quick tour of how LandChecker is laid out. We have the search bar on the top left corner, where you can search by a range of options including address, lot number and coordinates. The circle icons down the left-hand side is where you can change the map layers, access planning information and some more advanced functionality which we will go through in the demonstration. In the corner is where we can switch our map type from base map, which we're in now, to standard or high resolution aerial imagery. Moving over to the right-hand side, we have your profile. This is where you can manage your account, onboard your team and update your preferences. And lastly, we have our map function tools, including measuring, area, and exporting. I'm now going to put myself in the shoes of a planner wanting to conduct some research on a property. Today, I've selected a random property in Elsternwick, Victoria. Start by typing in our address, and the property panel will open up on the right-hand side. In this panel, there are a range of property details, including the approximate land size, frontage, and orientation of the block. These details are calculated by LandChecker based on the cadastral map. The remaining property details, including attributes and recent sale price, are sourced through our partnership with CoreLogic. Under planning information, you can see this property is in a neighbourhood residential zone and has a heritage overlay and special building overlay. If you need to refer to the VPP or LPP schedule, you simply click this link and it will open the attachment directly. The latest planning permit or development application will also be displayed here. Premium property reports can be accessed by clicking View Report. You can email, download, or customise your reports from here. The property reports summarise the information available in the right-hand side panel in a nice, easy-to-read PDF report. It will also detail more comprehensive information that isn't available in the map view. For example, property identifiers including lot plan, SPI, and council property number. The report also includes recent and proposed planning scheme amendments and nearby planning permits or DAs that might impact the subject property. Reports are an excellent way to share critical information with your clients in an easy-to-read format. You can add your logo to the top of these reports, which I'll demonstrate for you now. Head to your profile and select Business Account, click the Preferences tab, and upload your logo. Now, every PDF report downloaded or emailed by a member of your business account will have the logo on it. To save a property to a project, click Save, and then either choose an existing project or create a new one. Projects allows you to save properties to then visualise on the map, collaborate on with your team members, and export for further use or analysis. As a planner, you may wish to save all properties that you advise on to a project so you can quickly do a visualised conflict check when you're taking on a new client project. To visualise your project on the map, select it from under the project's icon. All properties in this project will be visible on the map with a black marker. For a more comprehensive view of your project, select projects from your profile. Here you can share your projects with members of your team, view properties on the map, export project properties, add notes, and attach documents. We've got lots of new functionality for projects in the pipeline, so keep an eye out. I'm now going to move across to some of the data layers available under our due diligence icon. Here you can activate the planning zones or overlays on the map. This is useful for gaining context on the property and the surrounding area, particularly when you are overlaying multiple data sets. You can select municipalities to see council borders, turn on postcode borders, and other useful data layers including topography and digitised easements. LandChecker sources planning permit or development application data directly from each council and is updated daily. Consolidating this information into our application saves our members time trying to source directly through council platforms. The most recent permit is visualised with a traffic light system. Green for approved, orange for pending, and red for rejected. Simply hover over a property to view the information on the permit. If there are historic permits on the property, there will be a link to view more. We introduced filters to make it easier to find the permit information that's most relevant to you. You can apply filters on the permit data by date received, outcome date, and keywords. Planning permit data in LandChecker is a great way to check approved and rejected permits to get a feel for what's going on nearby your client's property. Planners may wish to filter this data to look for planning permit precedents. I'll quickly give you an example by looking for approved permits in the last year with a heritage overlay. Permit alerts allows you to create alerts to be notified when there are new or updated planning permits around your property or suburb of interest. Here, I'm activating an alert for all permit activity around the subject property in Elsternwick. Once the alert has been activated, you will receive an email either daily or weekly, depending on your preference, with all the permit activity in your area of interest. I'm now going to show you our high-resolution aerial imagery. The imagery layer is activated through the map type on the bottom left of the screen. This imagery available on LandChecker is provided by Aerometrics, and imagery is typically updated 3 to 4 times per year in metro areas. You can browse through the historical imagery library using the drop-down menu here on the bottom right corner, or the sliding scale along the bottom. It's a great way to get an understanding of how a property or area has changed over time. There are a number of measuring tools available here on the right-hand side of your screen. What's unique about accessing imagery on LandChecker is that you can layer other data over the imagery. The next feature I'm going to go through is the title and document search functionality. There are a couple of different ways to order documents directly on LandChecker, which I'll take you through now. The easiest way to order a copy of the title is directly on the mapping interface through the panel here on the right-hand side. You can also place an order by selecting the Document Searches tab. Here you can do more advanced searches, including company searches. Through the Title Searches tab, you can search by a range of criteria other than the address, including lot plan and volume folio. The Standard Searches tab is a great alternative if you already have the plan number or instrument number, which you can paste directly into the relevant product and add to your cart. Once you've ordered your documents, they will be emailed to you, and you'll also receive an in-app notification. You can view your team's previously searched documents in your order manager. Here, you are able to view the status of your orders, as well as download a copy of your documents by going into the order and selecting Download. The final tool that I'll demonstrate today is Sitefinder, which is a way for you to discover sites that match advanced search criteria. Sitefinder will search every site in a state, which you can narrow down with the filters you can see here on the left-hand side. I'll do an example looking around Elsternwick. Filtering by suburbs, I'll include Elsternwick, St Kilda East, Caulfield North, and Balaclava. Filtering with land size between 500 and 1,000 square metres. I'd like to include properties in a general res zone and also show properties that have a heritage overlay. Once we have completed our search, we can then save the search, export the results, or save the results to a project. There are a number of different uses for Sitefinder. Planners have typically used the Sitefinder functionality to look for similar sites when advising clients. So that concludes the demonstration today. Hopefully this has given you an overview of the LandChecker application. Our goal is to provide you with the platform to access property data in one place for faster, insight-driven decisions. As I mentioned at the beginning of this demonstration, LandChecker offers all PIA members a free 10-day trial to LandChecker Professional, and you can also receive a 10% discount on professional plans when you join. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out using the live in-app support, or you can email us at support@landchecker.com.au. We look forward to hearing from you soon.